Carolina's Zach Prelutsky spoke with an Upstate woman who has family staying in Louisiana right now. She has a different perspective about this hurricane than most others.
As Hurricane Ida made landfall on the Gulf Coast Sunday, Stephanie Hallam's family is weathering one of the most intense hurricanes in recent history. Hallam, who now lives in Lowndsville and Abbeville County, has had sporadic communication with their loved ones in Houma, Louisiana, a city in the center of the storm. She wanted them to evacuate, but says they decided to try and ride it out from home because she tells us that's the way of life down there.
They just all made the decision to stay. And now I'm sitting here wondering what's going on, because the last conversation that I had with my daughter, somebody's entire tin roof had just flown over their house, and she yelled out, "Closet now." And I said, "I'm gonna let you go, baby. Save that cell phone power."
After our interview, Helen was able to connect with their family briefly. She tells us they had windows broken out, roofs caved in, and they lost their cars. Helen also used to live in Louisiana and has stayed through hurricanes herself. She described them to us as similar to a tornado that can last for hours on end. It's also bringing up painful memories of Hurricane Katrina exactly 16 years earlier, when Hallam says friends of hers lost loved ones.
I know a lot of people are reliving what they went through back then. And I'm praying to God that I don't have to deal with that myself this time around.
18 Red Cross volunteers from South Carolina, 4 of which are from the Upstate, have made their way down to the Gulf Coast for disaster response.
Our volunteers, we opened dozens of shelters over the weekend and late last week. We're expecting that we're going to be sheltering anywhere from 10 to 20,000 people. So opening, managing shelters, and making sure people that are there have food.
The South Carolina Red Cross says they are still looking for volunteers to help in the Gulf Coast or financial donations. Coming up later, we'll have more on Hurricane Ida, and Bob will be tracking the potential impacts right here in the Upstate.